to be back in the studio.
Bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark for bark. Bark, bark, bark for bark.
Gus, I want to start out with a little bit of a rant.
Tommy gun.
Something
50 rounds. Blowback. Assassination.
Yeah, and that's not even airsoft either. That's real.
That's real.
That's real old
50
school.
cal. Hear this? 50 cal. 8 rounds. Green tip armor penetrating.
Are you kidding me?
That's how you start the show right there.
That's a great way to
That's
start
how
it.
you start the show right there.
Good thing we're not even monetized, because if we were, we wouldn't be.
Freaking, what's that? Pump gun, 10 pumps, BB round.
Safety, always off.
Red Ryder, wood stock, 1 pump, shoot you in the eye.
And that would hurt.
Dead. Gotcha.
Yeah. You've been shot with a BB gun in the eye, right?
Got shot with the BB gun in the eye, retina laceration, $50,000, and 7 days in the hospital.
Well, today, Gus, I want to bring up something that is somewhat of a scandal that nobody's talking about because nobody knows. We know because of a specific situation that we're in, having a small podcast. Nobody talks about the small podcast, or I guess they do, but nobody really has a huge audience, so you don't hear about it. But there's something that I've been noticing. I was thinking the other day about how we need to collaborate maybe with some other small podcasts, and I went down a rabbit hole of looking at all the other small podcasts that I could find, which they're hard to find because they're small, but you can find them. And I noticed something, some sort of a pattern that I can easily see because I used to be in the same shoes. Or,
as Mermaid Man would say, there's evil afoot.
There is, and we used to be evil. We used to succumb to the evil, and I'm ready to admit it.
But listen, the devil pulled us down.
He did.
And he grabbed our little crotches. He
did.
fondled it, but we climbed back out of it. We are the strongest podcast host imaginable. Every other podcast host that you listen to has been down this hole, and they're still in that hole.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still selling themselves out. Tyler, explain what exactly is going on here.
Okay, so, and we had no idea about any of this until we started our podcast. And we were a couple episodes in, maybe. And we start getting a lot of attention, and we have a couple videos that get a lot of views. And we're not really sure why. I was looking to try and see key moments that people were rewatching and stuff, and we weren't really talking about anything that great. I was like, maybe we're just getting noticed or whatever.
We actually weren't really talking at all. We were just I don't even know what we were doing back then. It was, if you watch the first episode, it was bad as frick.
Yeah,
The first 10 were just what the frick is going on? We opened the show by Tyler asking me, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
And then it goes on from there. But
yeah, and we weren't going to originally post them, but we decided to just post them anyway. So they're up there if you want to watch them. They're still up there.
There's no reason we should be getting this amount of views.
No, it was bad. There was no value to watching it. So, but we're getting views on some of these videos. We didn't know what was going on. And then we started getting the comments. And they were from some very strange folks.
No, this is the devil.
Yeah.
This isn't strange folks. This is the devil trying to pull us down.
And they were saying stuff like, I love when you guys wiggle your toes.
Ew.
And then they were like, we want to see you bare feet. Please do an episode bare feet. And they started flooding in these comments. And I'm like, why? What's going on?
Pouring in.
And then we get an email. The only email we've ever gotten.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
That's the email sound.
It comes in. The only email we've ever gotten to the email from thedepo@gmail.com.
And we both lurk over the computer.
Yeah, we're
at
excited.
Our very first email.
Yeah, we're getting contacted.
Tyler, it's our first sponsor.
Yeah. And
still having by the way.
Yeah, and being a man of integrity that I am, I'm not going to say her name. Her name was Janice. She emailed us. Let me pull it up.
And her name was Janice, by the way, with a capital J.
Yeah, it was.
And I think her last name I don't want to say it, but it might have been McGraw.
Yeah, it was something like that.
And we're logging into the email right now to really dox her, because on her email it actually shows where she's from.
Okay, so let's start talking about this, right? We get an email from We're excited to get an email. We're like, this is really happening. We're getting into this. Oh my gosh, this is not letting me in.
Do you know the password?
I thought I did, but now it's security tips. All right, let's pause for a second. Okay.
And just like that, he's in.
Just like that, man.
The mainframe has been accessed. From the Depot mainframe, the admins can't even get in. We have to hack into our own mainframe.
Yeah, we had to hack in. That's important because we don't need anybody, especially people with particular interests, getting into our email. So even we can't get in.
Even we can't
Just
get in.
That's the best security, is actually nobody can get in.
Every time we log out, we do a private password, a encrypted password, and then every time we log back in, we do the forget my password.
And we hack it. Yeah, we hack it every
right
time.
into the mainframe. So Tyler and I are looming over this computer, thinking we got our first sponsorship.
Yeah.
And we thought it was the PR of marketing from Athletic Greens, and it ended up not being the woman from Athletic Greens.
So Janice says, I like to stay private about my kink life. So she's coming right out of the jump, and she's asking us to.
And then we immediately thought Blue Chew.
Yeah.
We thought that was.
Yeah.
Yep.
She asked us to do an episode in our socks, and then she said she wants to say private about her kink life, but she has a Twitter that shares more of her. She says, but it's purely to express her kink. And so we said, how do we find your Twitter? Because now we're like, what's going on? Is this real? This is probably a dude, right? That's what I'm thinking, at least. And then she just says it. She says it, and she says, only asking for socks, not asking for my other kink that you will see on my Twitter, LOL. And so we're like, we find out.
Fully convinced this woman is a man.
Is a dude, yeah. But then we find her Twitter, and the same profile picture is her talking in videos on Twitter. So it's actually a woman. And then we wanted to get her on the podcast. That was our thing. We wanted her on the podcast.
Condition, yeah.
We said we will wear white socks that say Janice on the bottom if you come on the podcast. Because we thought this was a one-off. I didn't know we didn't know at this point there's a whole community of these people. And she said, I actually would love it if you both wear a pair of old black sock that are fitted and no holes. And also would love if you wear shoes for the day, but take them off. And then she kind of completely blew over the fact that we wanted her to come on the podcast. And then she said she wanted pictures of the socks, and we said we don't have pictures, but we'll just be wearing them. We'll see it on Monday's episode. And then she said that it's some coincidence, blah, blah. And then this is where it gets kind of crazy. We release an episode just in black socks. We didn't think it was that big of a deal. And by the way,
we were fangirling. We were fangirling over this woman being like, I will do stuff for you if you do this for me. And we thought we were gonna hit it big off of this.
We did. I don't know what exactly we were thinking. I was spending.
No way.
Man, we're spending money on equipment at that time, and she did, by the way, Cash App me $25 for this. So.
All profit, by the way. All profit.
All profit, yeah. 100% profit. And then she says, and this is where it gets a little bit dicey, so just be warned, okay? She says, OMG, I should have known it was a bad idea to watch the episode before I start my work week. Now I'm going to be horny all day. Just wanted to give both of you a nice foot massage with a happy ending, hee hee. But wow, that was crazy hot. The wiggling. OMG. And I'm glad y'all moved the drink out of the way. They were blocking your feet. if you ever want to do another episode, like, I will so gladly donate again. Dirty white socks would be amazing. Or just presenting different socks each episode.
Wow, that's so dirty and hot.
But these are just an idea. Let me know and I'll gladly donate each time. And thank you so much again. And she never donated again? We did it one more time. She didn't donate.
Yeah, we got screwed, by the way,
scammed.
guys.
And then we're just like, that's Ray calling me. We're just like, yeah, we don't want to, like, we're getting scammed. This is ridiculous, but it was kind of funny and we had $25. And then I was wondering, like, how they were finding us and stuff, because she had ended up messaging down the line, like, it looks like other people found your podcast. And I found that our podcasts were in these YouTube playlists people were making called, like, male feet playlists, like men's feet in these playlists. And we're like, and all of the ones that were getting a lot of views were in these male feet playlists. And it was like annoying at first. I was like, well, at least they're views. And then I remember we started deciding, like, one day we're just like, yeah, we're not putting feet in, like, you're not going to see our socks.
Well, it sucks you in because when you first start the YouTube channel, you first start the podcast, you're not really getting anything. And then all of a sudden you get like 1,000 views out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And these people are like, we want to see more of this. We want to see more of that. And it's like, well, that's our fan base at the time. So we're trying to, like,
appease.
We're trying to appease the audience. And it's just, it's not who we want to market for.
No.
It's pure evil.
And they would comment stuff like, I don't even care what they're talking about. I just like the feet. And they're like, well, the whole point is us talking. Like, what are you just, like, muting it and just watching our feet?
I know. We want to be, like, funny and entertaining for these people. Not those people, but all you people. And it kind of rubs me the wrong way when people are like, I'm watching it for his bulge.
Yeah. Yeah, so we switched. That's part of the reason we switched our sets. So if you're listening and you're only listening, we do it from the table now because you can't see our bottom halves anymore.
Yeah.
And
also it's so I sit up straight so I don't have a giant bulge going on. A giant, humongous, gargantuan Pacific Rim sized bulge.
Pacific bulge. Yeah, we changed it out. But this is where I get fired up, right? Because I thought this was just us. But the other day, like I said, I'm going to look at all these other little podcasts. Every single one of them, they're in socks. And
Check
you
this
know
out.
that they're doing the same crap.
To all our true fans, we need to rally together. There's this one podcast, I'm calling them out right now, Twist My Arm Podcast. They started way after us. They have, I think, a total of 19 episodes, and they're all pretty much trash. I've watched a couple of them, and they're pretty trash. But every single episode, you'll notice, go on YouTube, type in Twist My Arm Podcast. Every single episode is the three of them on the couch recliner in their socks, dirty socks. And I'm like, we know exactly what these dudes are doing.
Yep.
And they're getting consistent, like, 3K, like 1K to 4K on every video. And I'm like, what they're saying is complete garbage. I'm calling you the frick out. You frickin' three, I forgot even your name because you're such losers.
Yeah.
And you're just doing it for a little bit of money. I just can't even believe it, and it's starting to tick me off. Come to the depot right now. We'll do a smash brawl. I'll smash you in real life. That's what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, and we'll record it and we'll both be able to post it to our channels and stuff. And
yeah, we'll record the brawl, the FTD versus the
twist
my arm.
TMA.
We're freaking calling you out, you little rats, because you went to the depths of hell and you stayed there.
Yeah.
You stayed there, you little rats.
They
and
live
you did.
there.
You live there with the little feet people. You got their toes griming all over you little rats. Down in the lava, down in the dumps. What little... Oh, God, you make me sick.
It pisses me off so much.
You make me sick. And guess what? Boom! We got... I don't care how much hockey you play. We got 23-inch arms that'll throw you to the moon. Golly, baby. Come on. Come right down. I'll freaking... Oh, my God. I'll mess you up.
Yeah, and I'm excited about this because...
And I can't believe it that they've gone this many episodes, they got approached definitely like we did on like the third or fourth.
100% they did.
And they've done all these stupid freaking episodes, wiggling their stupid toes in front of the goddamn camera, selling their souls to the devil, just disobeying God. Get out of here, dude.
Ah, dude, you're getting me fired up.
Get
It's
out of
pissing me
here,
off.
dude. Get out of here. I don't know. I think it's 4 of them. 4 on 2.
Oh,
Real
we take 'em
men
all day long.
Yeah, 2 on 4. Real men versus these little pansies, dude. Freaking pull up your whitey tighties, walk in here, and we'll jam our fist right through them. God, dude, I'm fired up now. Whoa. Yeah, and I'm gonna send that straight to them. I don't know how they're gonna take that, but they're gonna be shot full of fear.
Yeah, and maybe they'll have some good content to talk about for once.
And maybe, oh God, maybe they'll. Okay, I'll give them a little bit of respect if they pull themselves out of that stupid hole that they're in with the feet people rubbing all out, taking advantage.
yeah. Put
They're
some
taking
damn
advantage
shoes
of
on.
you. You people, they're taking advantage of you. You don't understand that right now because you're probably piling the cash, whatever. But you're selling your soul.
It's a
to
losing
these-
game.
To these freakoids on the internet that are jacking off to you sitting there wiggling your stupid dirty feet and little foot sock. God frick.
Yeah, so if you stop
I'm going to sip my bourbon.
and you start wearing your shoes and stuff like good,
I'm going to sip my bourbon
good
with my...
podcasters.
See those rocks right in there? They got my name on them. That's how much of a freaking man I
they
am.
do. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
Sip my bourbon. You frick out of your Bud Light freaking drinkers,
They
boy.
probably are.
Probably butt chugging Bud Light every day while right after you get jerked off on the freaking sock pod.
Yeah.
While you talk about Kim Kardashian's giant BBL. Freaking Megan the
Dude.
Stallion floating in a goddamn cloud somewhere.
I'm getting so mad I'm going to start crying.
Burst.
But I won't because
And why
That's
he'll
not
cry,
even
he's
that
crying
cool.
with freaking passion
yeah.
to kick your little butts.
Yeah. Tears of just lust for blood. Really, it's not anything beyond that.
And it's not just Twist My Arm. It is every other little podcast out there that's doing the same
Dude,
crap.
it's so many of them. I
It's
went down.
everyone.
I spent like 30 minutes, and I'm just going one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And the ones I didn't find a single freaking one they're not just socks in the front view. And comments are like, "This is so great. I love your stinky toes, dude."
Do we not have morals anymore?
We don't.
Do we not have values anymore?
Dude, we don't.
What happened to the prophecy? What happened to the free nation that we live in? That we got to have these psycho pedophiles paying us to show them our feet online?
Oh, dude.
Do we not have destiny anymore?
No, there's no such thing anymore. Are you
No.
kidding me? That's been gone for years.
And you know what this is going to do to them? Sorry, Twist My Arm, you bunch of pedophiles. It's like, dude, it's like secondhand pedophilia.
It is.
It's secondhand pedophilia.
You're creating.
When you shake the hand and accept money of the pedophile, you have become the pedophile. When you suck the toe, you become the toe.
I haven't heard it said better.
And I don't exactly know where they're from. One of the dudes has a British accent that kind of throws me off. The others sound pretty northern. But let me tell you what we're doing right here. This is how you get to the top, and that is not. You're in the depths of hell, and you're staying there with the feet people, with the feets, with the foots.
Put some damn shoes on. Have some respect for yourself.
Think about it this way. You're sitting in the lava right now, and the feet people got you bent over with their feet in your butt.
And they're throwing you a couple bucks at a time, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm winning." You're losing this game, buddy. You're losing it.
Here's a couple dollars to buy your next meal so we can put our feet inside of you. God bless America.
Look at there. Look at them old rifles over there on that
And
damn
I'll call us cowards as well for waiting this long to mention this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're not necessarily coming out scot free. This. I mean, we went immediately into the black hole of pedophilic, disgusting depravity immediately, and we realized it took us a little bit. So obviously, we're not without some amount of tainted episodes, but we got ourselves out. We pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps, got out of there. And I want everybody else, all these little podcasts, get out of there.
And now we're slowly building a consistent fan base that really wants to watch us.
That wants to listen and watch.
I won't even call them fans. I'll call them our freaking boys.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of our viewers, you're not our freaking fans, you're our freaking boys.
Oh, yeah.
And any day, I don't care what goddamn color you are. I don't care how small you are. If you're a dwarf, I may kick you.
Gently.
But other than that, I'd dap you up.
Yeah.
I'll dap any of you boys up, swear to God.
The FTD bags.
The FTD bags. FTD's nuts, baby.
Yeah.
I'll dap all you suckers up. I'm not stooping to that. If we ever stoop to that level, you got to smack me across the face when we start calling our boys or fans. We're not those kind of people.
No,
we're the kind of people
Yeah.
to have 10,000 subscribers and invite every single one of them to a house party.
Yeah. And we'll do that too. And it won't be our house. And we won't have permission to be there, but it'll be probably the best party you've ever been to in your whole entire life. Sorry about that.
And it will. And I just, it ticks me off when people say like, oh, all my fans.
Yeah,
Frick the frick.
What do you mean fans?
Frick
Like, yeah. What are you?
frick off.
Where do you want some pedestal? What's going on?
You can be a fan of a movie star because he'll never be your boy. But I'll tell you what, we'll be your boy. So you'll never be a fan of us. You're a friend, god dang it. I tell you who's not our friend is the feet people, because those people they're one lick away from being a pedophile.
Yeah, honestly, they're one freaking lick away from athletes.
And the disgusting thing is that all of them, similar to pedophiles, are in a group.
Yeah,
on Reddit.
It's creepy.
They're in a group on Reddit.
They're sharing
They're in a
around
group
these
on
videos.
YouTube. They're making these weird profiles where people's feet are barely in it.
Yeah.
Like you click on the video and the dude's foot is barely in it, and in the playlist it's like, oh, we saw his foot. Get a freaking life, dude. How about you go jog a mile? Maybe it'll fix your goddamn brain chemistry. Holy crap.
I feel like
You go read a book. Holy moly.
I feel like I'm so sad for the feet people. I'm not even mad at them. I'm mad at the people who are pandering to them.
No, dude, I'm ticked off with the feet people.
I'm sad.
Listen. These people are taking their fetish and exploding it on the internet. Say I have a fetish. Maybe I do. You don't know. Maybe
No idea.
Maybe you have a fetish.
Maybe I do, but
I'm not in any group online talking about how I like to drink men's urine.
no.
You're not
why would you?
in any group talking about how you like chipmunks to be inside of you.
Mm-hmm. I know. I never have said that online.
These people, like pedophiles, are going to the internet and talking to other people about this strange fetish. I don't understand it. It's disgusting. It's not sad. It's creepy. If you have a foot fetish, keep it to yourself, dude. It's not allowed.
You and max one person should know.
Yeah, sure. It's a funny joke between you and your boys.
Yeah.
I knew a couple kids growing up that had a foot fetish. It was a funny joke between the boys.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
If I like drinking men's urine,
Funny joke for the boys.
that's either my business that I got to deal with, or a funny joke for the boys. You're not going to the internet. You're not posting freaking tweets saying, "Oh my God, look at freaking Kim Kardashian's BBL shading her foot in the sun." You're not going.
Gosh.
Holy crap, dude! That chimpanzee has 4 hands. She has no feet. I'm not attracted to it at all.
No, not even attracted to chimpanzees, but only because they have no feet.
They have no feet. They have
Yeah.
all hands.
If they had feet, I would be. So
That's the thing. That's the thing about like the pedophile. I was asking my dad this. I was like, okay, if you are genuinely attracted to little children, you are a pedophile, but you don't act on it, are you? Dude, there's sane-minded people out there that are legitimately attracted to little children, but they never act on it, and they're normal people.
like a deactivated pedo.
Yeah, they're like they understand. They're like, okay, I have this thing. I know it's horrible. It's not right. I can't act on it. I think that's admirable.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that if you're a pedophile, it's like the worst thing to have because you're like you can't even tell. You couldn't tell anybody that.
No, you could. I mean, you could go to someone and be like, hey. Yeah, honestly, you could go to your parents or whatever or your friend and be like, I'm attracted to children, but I don't want to be. And I'll never do anything about it. And obviously they'd look at you different, but
Yeah.
it's admirable to be like, I'm trying to like
Yeah.
work this out. I think it's pedophilia comes from like trauma in the background.
Well, it's like all right, if you're a guy, right, and you're attracted to women, most men, I think most good men, well, all good men, but most men are not having like relations with women when they have to, like coerce or convince the woman that to do stuff that otherwise doesn't want to. And so it's like the whole thing with consent, you get consent. So like most men are not taking advantage of women if they're attracted to women. You can't do anything with a child consensually because they can't, like they're too young. So it's like it's no different than just like a man not taking advantage of women. It's the same thing, except any relation with a kid is taking advantage of them. So that's an easy one. That's just don't do anything.
To boil it down to the feet people and the pedophiles, just because you think something doesn't mean you do it. That's it.
Yeah.
And the feet people think something, and then they do all this weird crap online. They're telling people they're jerking off. They're going on Omegle, jerking off to feet. They're jerking off on Instagram. Stop jerking off, dude. You're freaking creepy. Go to the freaking gym and lift some weights. Maybe that'll help ease the pain of your foot, frick.
Yeah, that can't be something that makes you proud. You found like you spent 4 hours finding feet on the internet.
This woman, everybody, this woman who approaches is posting on Twitter about this.
Mm-hmm.
I could go on Twitter, go on her profile, screenshot, and send it, and go on her Facebook, find her company, send it to her company.
Yeah.
Just because you think something doesn't mean you have to do it. I thought today, I want to kill a man. I'm not going to kill a man. It's wrong. I know it's wrong. We have morals and values, and now they're out the freaking window. These frickers. That's my piece. I'll say that. Twist my arm. Boom. Check that out.
Mm-hmm.
New year, new me.
Mm-hmm. And that's a middle finger for those listening. A middle finger directed at Twist My Arm.
And by the way, I never throw the bird. And I just threw the bird.
That might have been the first bird you've ever thrown.
What a time on FTD. Okay. Let's ease the tension here. Let me ease the tension. So our boy Will, he's been on the show before. It was over yesterday. And we were just having a good time. We went out, played some pickleball, whatever. And he's like, he goes to Campbell and he can get me tickets to their basketball games. Basketball's in season. I've been playing a lot. I'm like, you know what? I'll go see a college basketball game. They're not the greatest team, whatever. but they're still D1. So I go out there today, 2 o'clock. I will call my tickets because he's like a student athlete or whatever. And I walk into the stadium, and I go out there, and the women are playing basketball. And I was like, dang, I'm at the wrong stadium. And so I go out there, and then I see Will out there, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not. And I got there a little bit late, but I sat down. I'm like, you know what? I kind of giggled to myself when I got there and saw the women playing. I was like, you know what? Let me give it a chance. You know, maybe these girls can hoop.
Yeah,
These
maybe.
girls can ball. So I go and find my seat, and I sit down, and it's about to be halftime. They probably got 10 minutes, and they dribble down the court. They're going back. They're like passing back and forth, and I saw them. They throw up a 3, air ball. I'm like, it's got to be a fluke. I mean, I've seen this before in women's basketball, but that's a fluke. They run down to the other side, pass around, 3, air ball. I'm like, shoot. Both teams are going at it with the air balls. They run back, pass around. They realize that the 3's not falling. Throw it into this oversized black girl. I'll say she's probably like 6'4".
Damn.
She's the biggest on the court. They throw it to black girl. She hooks it up for 2. And then they go all their 10 minutes. They probably have like 9 possessions. Every time they're throwing it in to the black girl, she's hooping and getting a bucket. Every time I'm like, so it's not how it is in men's. Like there's usually 2 bodies down in the post that are 6'10".
Yeah.
And they're going to war.
Uh-huh.
They're like dogs. But in the women's, there's one that's 6'4", and then the other center is 5'10", and she's just getting bodied by this black girl. They all, by the way, have makeup on, and they all have extended eyelashes.
What?
They all have the stick-on eyelashes that are crazy long.
Why?
I don't know. I asked Will this. I was like, why do they do that? He said, I don't know. And then they come out of the break at halftime, and apparently they were getting their Oh, by the way, in basketball practice, you do the layup line. Like the first thing at practice, you do layup lines. So there's 2 lines, and you're just doing layups.
Uh-huh.
You're just getting the layups down. Dude, I've never seen a college team miss 80% of their layups. This is one of the better like women's college teams.
Yeah.
And they were like dusting layups off the rim. Like one time, this girl went up for a layup and she just hit the bottom of the rim, bounced immediately down. I'm like, what is going on?
Do they have are the rims the same height?
Yeah. The only girl that could like really, really do a layup was the giant woman.
Yeah.
And
Man,
so
they gotta be so glad they have her.
They get into the second half, and I'm like, man, the shooting has to be a fluke. There's no way girls could go all through middle school, high school, and then get it like accepted into college to play basketball and be literally airballing every shot. That second half, I saw 2 threes go in. Absolute miracle. The rest airballs and not even close to the rim. It hit like the furthest piece of the backboard away from the rim.
I saw a video. It was like girls basketball can't be that bad, and then it's just a compilation of them just like doing the craziest stuff, and it's just like
it's crazy. And I like it. I like why I was there and I was watching. I was having a good time watching them, and they're playing. I mean, they're playing their butts off.
Yeah,
they're running around. They're setting screens, whatever. But the girls can't. They can't put the ball in the hoop.
That's so funny.
They need to lower the hoop for the ladies. Holy frick. Put it at 8 foot. These girls can't put it in the hoop.
Yeah, but
they have one huge girl that can put it in the hoop.
But that's like the height shouldn't matter that much for shooting it in.
No, it doesn't. Usually the smaller people are the better shooters. Got more arc on it.
Yeah.
But they can't get the ball there. From the 3-point line, they can't throw the ball freaking 17 feet.
Is it the same size ball?
Yeah.
It's smaller,
Wait,
right?
it might be a little smaller.
I think it's smaller.
But golly, I liked watching it.
Yeah.
I was having a good time watching it. And I wasn't even like making fun of it. I was like, oh, that's a good move. You know, they dribble in, they dribble out, they dribble in, air ball. Nice. Everything was nice except for the shot. So if women's basketball got this, like if they got the shot down,
Yeah, they could be
then it would be fun.
the same.
Because they're dribble driving, left hand, they're going in for layups, and they're just they just can't put it in the hoop.
That's so funny. It's so funny.
And so,
Which is really, if you boil it down to it, all right? Because I'm not the biggest basketball guy, as people probably know. You boil it down, you want to explain the game of basketball in the simplest terms. It's putting a ball in a hoop.
it's literally putting
That's
a ball.
the whole game if you boil it down.
Boil it down. The ball goes in the hoop.
Yeah.
Goes in the net. I texted Will at halftime. I was like, gonna need to see a 3 going by the end of the game. I was at halftime when I texted him.
That is so funny. Oh, man, that's hilarious. You know what a fun sport to watch girls do?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. They're freaking tanks at it.
Oh, volleyball is great. I mean, I think volleyball is probably the best co-ed game.
Yeah.
It's and pickleball. Pickleball is crazy co-ed. The girls are crazy at pickleball.
Yeah.
But
And soccer.
volleyball-
Girls are good at soccer. I've watched girls soccer.
Yeah,
They're
but
good.
if you, but there was that thing where it was like the women's Olympic team went up against like a mediocre high school men's team.
Oh, yeah.
And got smoked.
But it's interesting if you watch women against women. I'm saying it's like obviously the disparity with speed between the men and the women causes like a big deal. It probably like kick.
Oh,
power.
yeah, yeah.
But like women against
Definitely.
women, it doesn't look ridiculous to watch them play
Yeah,
soccer.
right.
It's really compelling, at least.
I was super curious at the basketball game. Like if I were to throw on a wig and hop in the game, like what I would look like. I'd probably look like garbage.
Yeah.
But I'd be thrashing them around.
They're just like there's contact and they bounce off and slide.
Yeah. But get this though. There's less air balls at a pickup 5-on-5 at Clubworks every weekend than there is at a D1 college women's game.
Oh, that's not good.
And it's sad, but they need to learn how to put the ball in the hoop a little bit better.
Yeah, I guess they should, right?
Maybe they should widen the hoop a little bit.
Make it bigger, but the ball's already smaller.
You know, the funny thing is, women are statistically better at free throws than men are
Really?
because of their hips. Their hips are much wider.
Yeah.
And so they have a wider base, so their free throws are more consistent.
So when they're not like running around, they got it.
Yeah, but when they're running around, they don't got it. Also saw a couple spills, and both times they got hurt. They had to get pulled out of the game when they went down.
Wow.
That doesn't happen in men's. Every play, a dude goes down.
Yeah, he just gets up.
Gets up, gets back in it.
He's a little skinned, but he's fine.
And that just shows you that women shouldn't go to war.
Yeah, and that's right.
You
And
could
that's
be
not
you could be a dog and you can hoop. I guarantee you, most of those girls could beat me on a one-on-one.
Mhm.
I think. I'm not sure, actually. I'm kind of a dog on the court. But most of those girls, I think, could beat me in a one-on-one,
Yeah.
especially the 6'4".
Oh, yeah,
Shit, her
yeah,
dreads were below her butt, like just a monster. She'd be like like whipping me with her dreads or something into my eyes. I'm like, ah! She probably, but she can't dunk. That's the thing. Is like there's no 6'4" dude that can't dunk.
Yeah,
It doesn't exist,
yeah.
and she can't get up.
She can't get up there.
It's that BBL holding her back, dog. I'll tell you, I don't know what's going on with the modern basketball women's uniforms, but golly, it makes them all look like they got BBLs.
Really?
I think they're all going a size small,
Oh.
and it's just right up the crack. Will came over to me like mid-game. I was like, man, I was like kind of all over the place when I saw this was a women's game, but then I sat down and I was behind I'm sounding creepy now, but
Yes.
but I was behind one of the benches and I was like, man, these girls, they got stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, if
And
they're
I'm
just
coming from a bodybuilding stage.
Yeah. This is just a respect thing. This is you respect their progress and their physical journey.
Yeah, and I'm respecting their freaking hip thrusts. Let me tell you
their
what.
physique.
Physiques were good.
Yeah, there's a difference. It's funny, like, because I mean, you go to a gym, like gym culture, guys will stare at guys because they're in the same hobby. They're working on their physique. So, but it's
comparison
still,
too. Yeah,
it's still weird to stare at a girl because of the sexual undertones. But you can still admire a girl's physique without it being creepy.
Yeah, and every time there was like a couple bench warmers that kept. Every time they would do a timeout, the bench warmers would get up and come around the like chairs, and so they could all kind of huddle together. And every time I was trying to wink at one of them because one of them was pretty cute, and they were
okay. We got back into creepy territory.
No, not creepy. I was like, but I was the only one in the stands.
That's even creepier, dude. You're just sitting there by yourself, winking at them.
I was like trying to tip my hat a little bit, and unfortunately, they were not having it. I think they were in the game. They were too focused on the game. I think that's what it was. They were focused on the game and they didn't want to see the one dude.
Maybe that's why they were missing their shots. They were so nervous because they were.
I was the only one. I was the only one in the stadium.
Like, we never have anybody. No one ever watches, and this guy's looking at our asses and he's winking at us. And I'm nervous as hell. I want to go home.
I thought you wanted girls to start getting viewers. I thought you wanted us to start going to women's games. And then when we go to women's games, we look creepy, dude.
Dude, the funniest image is in my brain right now of you at the women's
Dude, it was just
game.
me. Swear to God. There was this other guy on the other side. It was me and this other guy.
For the other team?
Yeah, and he was definitely retarded. And every time they would do a free throw, he'd go, "You're not talented!"
Are you serious?
It was so quiet that it would echo through the whole gym.
Oh, no.
It was awesome.
You're not talented.
Yeah.
You're not talented. No wonder they're missing free throws. They got an actual bully. The only guy who shows up is a bully and a perv.
Dude, I'm not a perv, dude. I'm their age. And also, I'm trying to get some because they're all good looking. What the frick?
Oh, no. It's just so funny to me.
But the problem was I was like 2 rows too far to be like, hey. It would have been like, hey. Instead of like, yo.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're not good at basketball, but your butt's nice.
Nah, dude, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, dude. But it was like that.
It was exactly like that.
It was exactly like that. But since I'm kind of into basketball, I was kind of criticizing their moves a little bit.
Is that a turn off? Is when they play basketball but they airball?
There was this one really cute chick out there, and she was trying to cross over this big girl, and she diced it into her knee, and I was like, oof, God. And it popped off her knee. She got a turnover off of a crossover.
Oh, that's so funny. It's embarrassing.
And I got turned off, so I had to walk over to where the cheerleaders were, and I sat behind them.
Oh my gosh.
Now that like rehashing this, whatever it was, like a couple hours ago. I was there a couple hours ago rehashing this. It was a little bit weird. I was in Michigan State garb. I was not affiliated with
either
team. I wasn't sitting with my boy, Will. Yeah. He was doing stuff. And it was just me in the whole stadium, me and this other Down syndrome. Oh, I don't know if he was Down syndrome, but he definitely had something because he kept... This is how empty it was.
Yeah.
He was sprinting down the stairs and then sprinting back up. And at the top, he would do like a ramp situation. And he would spring off the top and then scream into the hallway.
You're not talented.
Yeah. He'd be like, boop! And the first time he got me off guard, and I kind of jumped and I looked behind me. I was like, whoa. And then I saw he looked over at me, and we were like, we kind of locked eyes, and we both knew we were on the same page. Like,
You dude, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I like it.
keep doing exactly what
I
we're
like
doing.
it.
We're the only ones who would go to a women's basketball game on a Sunday at 2 p.m.
Holy crap! Those girls are probably talking about it right now.
They're probably fiending over me right now. There was so much women on the team that they probably need a big, strong man.
Probably.
And they were probably like, who was that one guy in the stadium that was sitting right behind us?
He was just winking. Did you see him winking?
He just literally kept winking. And I did do a weird thing. I did do a creepy thing.
Oh, what'd you do?
I was sitting behind them, and I had my sunglasses on my shirt. I decided to put them on
Yeah.
just for no reason for a while.
Uh-huh.
And I think that probably weirded them out for a little bit because you can't see my eyes in the
Yeah,
sunglasses,
they know
and
where
they're
you're
like
looking.
But I thought I was like acting like a scout, like I was like scouting them.
Scouting them for sure, yeah. Getting some scouting on them. Scouting all over them.
So I took the sunglasses back off. Yeah, they're probably thinking right now, who was that sitting behind
Who
us?
was that guy? Did you see he put his sunglasses on for a while? We couldn't see. I think he was still winking through the sunglasses. His face
I could
was
see my
his face was
my forehead
contorting
crinkle.
a bit. Not exactly sure what was going on, but I just think they let the
Yeah.
special ed class come in today.
I walk in and I go to will call and get my ticket, and they were like, "Are you a student or are you an athlete?" I was like, "I'm just a regular guy."
I'm just me.
They all laughed at
It's
me.
just Gus.
They all laughed at me. I was like, I don't know what you say to that.
Yeah. It's just me.
After I passed them and got my ticket, I was like, what could I have said better?
No, there's nothing to. Are you a student or an athlete?
They just guffawed.
Secret option 3.
Yeah, student or athlete. Regular guy.
Regular guy. That's such a funny thing to say. I don't know what you would have said. They wouldn't have been funny though. I think they kind of set you up.
I know. It was like,
Yeah.
I guess I could have said I'm a regular dude.
Yeah. I'm a wandering boy. Just
It was kind of weird. I was all by myself. That was the weird thing. I was completely by myself.
they're probably like, shit, somebody's showing up to the game. And then they're like,
He must be a scout.
he's
That's what
got to
they said.
be.
He's from Michigan State. He must be a scout. Who are you? Regular guy.
Regular guy. No need to.
Had my glasses on. I'm just a regular guy.
Pretend I'm not even here.
I was being super suspicious.
It's so funny, like being suspicious by accident and thinking back to it. Be like,
Just a regular guy. Just a regular guy going to a women's basketball game in the middle of the day by himself. Don't mind me. Got my sunglasses. Don't mind me. My tickets are right behind the girls' bench. Just a regular guy.
just me, a regular guy. Wink, wink.
They're like, oh, we had another regular guy just come in here, and he was screaming down the hall. Are you one of those regular guys? Because we'll put you in the same section.
Are you with the special ed?
No,
Trip?
I'm a different regular guy.
Yeah, I'm regular. I'm not. I don't have any of the syndromes. I'm regular. I promise, dude. I'm regular.
Why are you here?
Yeah, it's dark in here. Why is your sunglasses on? Regular guy. Regular, so.
What's your name? Regular guy. Here to
Standard.
watch some women's basketball. Here to see some air balls.
Oh, that's so. That would be so humiliating. I feel like you miss one, and they're probably not used to having anybody in the stands, so they miss one. And
When
then
I showed up, they were like,
yeah.
holy frick. Our attendance has doubled.
Yeah.
The attendance is up by 100% today.
That other dude's probably there every single time.
Oh, he looked like he was. He was merched the frick out, too.
He had all Campbell garb on.
All Campbell garb.
That is hilarious.
We did. It was weird. We locked eyes twice, and I had to break that off. Yeah, yeah. Every time we lock eyes. Oh!
That's such a stupid thing to do. Sprinting up the stadium. And then just looks at you.
I was like, so this is how it is here. You just like kind of do whatever you want. It's like a playground at the Campbell Indoor Arena. It's really, it was hilarious. And I didn't think about it till just now, kind of how hilarious it was.
Just winking and winking away at these ladies trying to shoot their ball into the net. Can't do it.
Trying to shoot the ball into the net. They can pass it into the big girl and she can put the ball in the net. But that's about it.
So like all the points just went through her. Every single point went through her.
I think she had a lot of points.
Aren't there restrictions or stuff? How many points you can score? That's
No,
baseball.
No, you can pop off.
Baseball, you can't like hit a certain amount.
Baseball, well, you can mercy rule. I think you can call like a mercy rule at some point, where you give mercy on the enemy team,
Okay.
the giant enemy team.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Basketball, that's not a thing. You can just pop off. She could have had 100 points. I think they ended the Campbell team, who she was on. They had like 68 points.
Dang.
Which is a lot. I feel like that's a lot for the women's. They can't put it in the hoop, and
That's
sometimes they get
34 layups.
Yeah, they got it in the post 34 times. She was 100% on the night.
Man, that's too good. That's too freaking good.
I know. I'm really excited to go to the next one too. So they know me as the regular guy. Regular guy.
The regular guy.
But they knew when I said I was a regular guy that I wasn't a regular guy.
You know, you got to do something really, really weird. Like, you know, get a sign, like one of those signs, and it's just your face. And you got your face up on a sign, and it's you winking.
What if next time they're like, "Who are you?" Creepy guy.
Creepy guy. Creepy. I'm just a creepy guy.
I'm just here to be creepy.
I'm just creeping on the girls. That's why I'm here. I'm just here creeping on the girls. So
Have you seen their new shorts that they wear?
I like their shorts are small
Yeah.
and their butts are big. So I'm here, a creepy guy. Do you think they'd still give you the ticket? They probably would, right?
Special guy. That's what he says.
Are you a student or an athlete? I'm a special guy. I'm just a special guy. And they're like, okay. Oh, you are.
Come on in.
Oh, he's yelling.
Get him right this seat behind the women's bench, please.
Give me the seat.
I promise I'll cheer.
You're not talented. That's a crazy thing to say when you're the only fan.
I know, everybody could hear it. It was awesome.
It's like, yeah, because you say like nasty stuff if you're in a, you know, at like a game with like thousands of fans, because nobody really knows it's you saying it. If you're the only guy, it's so obviously you, and they just look up and they see you, the one guy.
It was obviously, he was in a section with no one. And I was too. And that was it. There's 2 sections.
I like how they didn't put you together.
Well, you had to spread out the applause.
Yeah. Clap, 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 clap.
I clapped when
You suck!
I clapped when I remembered to clap. Yeah. And I was like, man, that was a mean cross. Oh, right off the knee.
Creepy guy. It's me, creepy guy. I'm here for the game.
Oh, that was awkward. Another air ball. Oh, another air ball.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta. Not to change the subject, but I'm changing it.
Give me that juicy crossover.
I'm going to Atlanta this week. Be there all week. I'm going to go for some runs and stuff while I'm there. And I'm bringing 4, count them, 4 FTD stickers. I'm going to put them up in Atlanta somewhere weird.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So
Oh, take pictures
okay.
of where you put them up.
I will.
and I'll put it on the Instagram. Whoever finds them gets one more sticker.
Yeah.
Whoever takes a picture of the sticker
Yeah.
and brings the picture to us gets one more sticker.
That's perfect.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be doing everyone who's on the show gets a sticker and they get a kiss from both of us.
Mm-hmm. On the mouth.
In next week's episode, we have on Kate Upton.
I haven't actually heard back from her booking manager, but I'm pretty sure she'll want to be here.
On
so.
the newest episode. We have on Kate Upton. So how is this? I don't think I can speak through that one. She, everyone who knows, well, it doesn't know, but she is my all-time celeb crush. I've loved her since I was 12. I had this Sports Illustrated 2012 edition on my wall, and my parents didn't care for some reason. Because she is so unbelievably sexy. And if she came on the show, I think I would have to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do for fun?
What are they doing here? She's like, what? Oh, he's a special guy. So
I'm
he's
a
the-
regular
he's the
guy.
special guy.
Kate, just by the way, I'm a regular guy. If you're
You're
listening,
just
to this-
winking at her, looking at her butt while she's sitting right next to you.
I'm double winking to her, just blinking at her.
blinking aggressively.
Kate's like, "Hey, what is he doing?"
You clap.
Regular guy.
Everything she says, you're just clapping.
I just morph into this special guy, run out the stairs, and start screaming. Oh!
That'd be crazy. Yeah, Kate Upton on here, which, not that it would be crazy because it's happening because we already reached out to her booking manager, and I think what's happening is she's obviously getting a lot of like promotional stuff, marketing stuff. So I don't think she's seen it personally. I think because I know that if she did, she'd be here. But the booking manager, I just think is not.
I love you, Kate.
She's not working well with us, but she'll be here next week. So look forward to that.
I love you, Kate. Come down to the depot and we'll record podcast. I love you, Kate. God, you're sweet. Sweet jugs.
Oh, it's time for some new sound effects, boys and girls.
It runs deep. It runs deep. My second crush, get this. You're going to laugh at this, actually.
Okay.
I'm just a regular guy.
Okay.
You're going to laugh at this. First crush was Kate Upton. Hardcore godly.
Yeah,
Oh my God, so
yeah,
sexy.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Kate, what's up?
Uh-huh.
And then second crush was, I used to watch that show, Victoria Justice.
Victoria Justice.
Easily the hottest girl in my mind when I was 11 or whatever. I wrote it in my journal at the time. I was like, I love Victoria Justice. She is so hot.
There's no way that's her real name. Is that her real name?
Yeah. She is so hot. I want to marry her one day. I'm going to meet her and I'm going to marry her. And then these frickers, my goddamn cousins and bubs found my journal. And then, they didn't find my journal. They were looking for my journal because somehow they must have manipulated me or hypnotized me into saying that my crush was in my journal. And they were like, who is it? And then my journal wasn't very well hidden. So I opened my window on the second story and I threw it out the window. And they heard it splat in the yard. And I just had to sulk in my room while they picked it up and found my
Damn, her actual name is Victoria Dawn Justice. That's such a cool freaking name.
Right? She's such a sexy little hoe.
She's born in 93. She's 30 years old.
30 years too young, baby. Come sit down. We'll have a little talk. We'll have a chat. I'll buy you a margarita, swear to God. I think she's Hispanic. That's why I said that.
She's born in Florida. Just Hollywood, Florida.
Oh, I know what that is.
Her sibling is Madison Reed.
What is that?
She's just a kind of a actress / baddie. Oh, she's not in anything really big. She's in Baby Einstein.
Is she in The Pacifier with Vin Diesel?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. No, actually, I don't think so. No.
Hey, anybody who hasn't seen The Pacifier with Vin Diesel, check that movie out. Navy SEAL turns into babysitter. That movie is fire. Check that out.
Yeah, we watched Pirates of the Caribbean the other night. That was a good movie. And it's from 2003. That blew my mind.
That's crazy.
The first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Doesn't show they did the
2003.
good job with the CG.
I think a lot of it was practical effects, except for when they're walking around as
skeletons, right?
skeletons. Yeah, and that did look. It was fine. Like it looked all right, but you could tell
the way they moved,
a little bit.
moved a little bit.
They moved
strange.
weird.
But the faces look good.
Yeah,
The talking obviously looks good because there's no lips.
There's no lips, so it looks weird regardless. No, it definitely was creepy. It was a good movie, good plot. Johnny Depp is a fantastic actor.
I don't see a pirate
like
that could be better.
No.
I mean, I don't see an actor that could be better as a pirate.
No, I
than
don't
Johnny
think so.
Depp.
Well, because he's flamboyant in a cool. He's the only person who could pull off cool flamboyance.
Actually, you know what? McConaughey would be a cool pirate. He kind of looks like a pirate.
Yeah, but can he be dirty and weird enough, like a scoundrel, like a scallywag?
Mud, dude.
Mud?
You ever seen Mud?
I did not see Mud.
He's kind of a scoundrel in
Really?
Mud. Yep.
I guess maybe he could, but I don't
McConaughey
know.
could play a great
else could
pirate.
be a
Nick Cage,
pirate?
easy.
He'd be a crazy pirate. These are two
I'm here to get your vessel.
I'm commandeering your vessel.
I'm here to commandeer your vessel for the Declaration of Independence.
So I got cut. This is way before that. There's no Declaration of Independence. You're here to get the
What
treasure.
do you mean there's no Declaration of Independence?
You're here for the buried
That's how
treasure.
this country was founded.
All right, cut. Can somebody go talk to him? He seems like an actor that's hard to deal
Declaration
with.
was written in 1776 that founded our country. Do you know who James Madison is? Do you know who Abigail Chase is? God dang it. They're trying to steal the Declaration of Independence as we speak. We have to get it back.
What a funny...
Cut, Nick.
Yeah.
Stop, Nick.
Wrong movie. Come on, man. You know I had to pull some strings.
He does this a lot because this is his top grossing movie and he thinks he acted the best in it.
You know I had to pull a lot of strings to get you on this, man. You were definitely not the first choice.
I found the
casting
Charlotte. It had the gold in it.
I could not imagine trying to deal with actors all day. Like that's your job. Actors seem like the most. I don't obviously know any actors. I know some people who want to be actors. But I don't know any actors. I feel like if you're successful at all as an actor, I feel like that's a strange thing to cope with as a human, because you're successful for
You're a professional or
playing
popular
pretend.
kid.
Yeah, it's like popular pretend player. Dude, right now I could have a conversation with somebody, fake conversation, looks real.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's and I get millions of dollars for that. I have to remember multiple lines a day. And then millions. Millions of dollars in my bank account. I drive really crazy cars. I have infinite access to drugs. Every girl wants me because I'm super good at playing pretend. And I can memorize multiple lines a day. Did I say that yet or no? Because I forget.
You said that.
Okay, good.
You'd be the best in a horror film.
Yeah, because like what? Like, what are you saying?
Playing the part as Spider. His name is Spider.
Yeah?
Okay, all right, act this out.
Okay.
You're a man named Spider. And when you get a full moon, you transform into a spider and you go hunting for little children and you hang them up. And it's called Spider-Man.
Okay.
All right, do your best.
Yeah, okay. The moon's getting full tonight, isn't it? I'm gonna turn into a spider and eat some children tonight.
Oh no,
boy.
run! He's turning into a spider!
There seems to be some trees in the way. I'm only slightly turning into a spider where the moonlight is hitting my body.
Hide the kids!
I'm turning into a spider.
He's tensing up. He's turning into a spider.
Ow! It hurts every time I turn into a spider.
Oh no, now he's a spider. Are the kids in the nuclear bunker? He's trying to get in the bunker, but he can't get into the bunker because it's so protected. Oh, thank God the sun has risen and he's back to a man.
Turning back into a man hurts every time. I can't remember anything that I've done as a spider. My feeble human body hurts, but alas, I don't have the bloodlust anymore. Scene.
Wow. That was really good. That's exactly how I imagined the part going.
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, I have to work with a dialect coach.
What do you think my part would be? What could you see me in?
I could see you being. You just won state championship for cricket. You've been playing cricket all day.
Da-dunk!
Yeah, you're winning, but
Go, go, go.
but you actually have a twin that has been subbing in for you that nobody knows about, that you've had locked in a closet and just training him cricket all day. Nobody even knows he exists. He's actually the one who played, and then you're coming out, everyone's celebrating your victory. You don't even know how to play cricket, but you've trained him, and action.
Yes. Yes, he hit it so good. It's out of the park. Thanks, little twin brother. You've hit it so well. Go back to our pants. Woo! Woo, I won! I won state champs! Woo! Wow, Gus, your penis is so enlarged. Woo! Woo! We won state champs. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Little brother. You fulfilled the prophecy.
You murder him? Sorry, I didn't mean to speak. Quiet on the set.
Now I must dispose of his body to fulfill the wise owl's prophecy of the state champs. Woo! It's me digging. Now he's buried. Now our mother can be resurrected. I have to find the kidney stone. Thank you very much.
And scene. And that was a questionable performance. The accent changed a lot.
Dude, you didn't give me an accent, so I was kind of giving you like
Every single.
I was giving you every single one.
Okay, I respect that. Yeah, I think it was crazy you murdered him because that was not on the script.
What?
Murdering him and burying him in the seance to get the mother back. That wasn't in the script.
It was.
No, that seemed to be improv, and I don't know where that came from, but that
I was just. It was on the script.
Okay, I don't believe you, but we'll go with that. So
So there's going to be no episode next week because we have gone to Hollywood and we are giving it our all. And and if you don't believe us, get ready for no episode next week, and you're
Yeah.
going to see us on the news because the prophecy will come true.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the famous hit show
Feet and more feet.
Feet and More Feet. Yeah, where we're gonna be showing our feet, exposing our feet, wearing socks, dirty socks, white socks, black socks, 1 socks, 2 socks, red socks, blue socks. We're going to be doing some sort of backflips into large socks. We're doing parachuting where the parachute is actually just a sock. It's gonna be crazy. So,
And what if I told you the Lorax is not of the trees?
No, he is. That one. That's don't say that because he for sure is. That's like the whole point of the movie.
Not in my book.
Yeah. All right. Well, folks, thank you for listening. It was kind of a fun episode, actually. And if you didn't like it, go watch Somebody for Their Feet if you like that.
Guys, if you want to join me at the college basketball games, just hit me up on FTD Instagram. Just DM me some pictures and we'll get it going.
All right. See you guys.